The key is to capture those views and to frame those views in such a way that the house can still nestle into its coastal environment. David and Alison are based in Melbourne, but this is a holiday home for them that maybe one day will go on to become their retirement home. So with this site, the clear advantage and great opportunity for the site was about the views and how we would maximise those. But some of the constraints also for the site was that it was steep, it was long, it was narrow, and it had a whole series of town planning constraints. Often when an architect designs for a home and for a site like this, it's not all about those opportunities, it's how we turn those constraints into opportunities. Often when we look at a steeply sloping site, rather than turn it into a flat site, we work with the contours and the natural topography. So what we try and do is, in a site like this where there was a home that was previously demolished, we'd look to re-establish the natural contours, re-establish the natural vegetation, and then delicately sit our new home within that landscape. We always cut sections through the site and we work in section design-wise. So in this case, we wanted to work with the site, work with the falls, and that site section through the building determined that we were able to split it over 3 levels. One primary midpoint, which also acted as the entry level. On this level, it housed the primary living zones of the home, then split up to the guest bedroom wing, and then down to the owner's retreat and sanctuary. Unlike suburban or inner city houses that normally have an entry foyer facing the street, on this occasion, we decided to enter the home through the side. As you casually enter into the lounge space, one is drawn directly towards the sound and views of the ocean. And like most beach houses, the primary living zone of open plan living, dining and kitchen focus and frame those views. Towards the rear of this level are the more utility spaces, direct access from the garage, laundry, powder rooms and so forth. We have these central pods. These 2 elements act as central organising elements and they allow space and light and ventilation to flow around them. They also act as thermal mass and frame the views towards the water. Functionally, they house the wet areas of the home. They also discreetly conceal the staircases. The upper level houses the 2 guest bedrooms, and even though these are closest to the street frontage, they have their own balcony, they have their own aspect, they also equally have a framed view to the blue water. The other area of the home is the owner's or parents' level, and in a home like this, it's also a very exposed coastal site. What we try and do is balance out elements of the home that have a prospect and also have a refuge. In most cases, we like to limit the palette of materials and use them in such a way that they articulate the forms of the home. In this case, the 2 primary materials were concrete blockwork and timber cladding. For the lower levels of the home, we used concrete blockwork. We wanted to really anchor the building to the site and anchor it deep into the foundations and footings. For the upper levels of the home, we used timber cladding. This allowed for some deep cantilevers that thrust the home forward. We love to bring the materials and colours that we use externally inside as well. It really helps break down the barriers between inside and outside and link the internal spaces to the natural environment. In this case with the timber ceiling, the timber floors, and also the timber doors and windows, it really adds a warmth, it adds a character to the home, and also adds to the sustainability of the home as well when we're able to use FFC certified timbers. We love to use materials in a natural expression. So a concrete block will look like a concrete block, a piece of timber will look like timber, a bit of steel will look like steel. This way over time they will age and weather and build up a patina. But like us all, we'd like to think that they can age gracefully as well. After talking with our clients, what they really love about the home are the blue water views that were not only framed but enhanced, particularly from the living spaces, but also from the bedrooms. They love the way they can wake up each morning to the sun rising over the beach below, all from the comforts of their bed. They love the overreaching timber ceiling that leads their eye directly towards the water views. What our clients love the most about the home is the sense of calmness, the tranquility that we've been able to provide. They love that they can spend more and more time down here as the years go on and as a family come together